Yo, what's going on, guys? The Kitty G on EGTV, and we're back again for Vibes from the 6. Hussam and AK are running a little bit late, but they're going to be joining us in a second. Today, we got a regular panelist, but there's been two last-minute substitutions. We got George in the house coming in representing Tottenham for Alan. Big up, George. What are you saying?
I'm good, man. Super sub like Jermaine Defoe. You already know what it is.
There you go. We got the regular Dabs. Man City's doing their thing. What are you saying, Dabs? How you feeling?
I'm good, man. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there.
Okay,
Sure.
That's how it is. We got a Chelsea fan in the house since Mojo is not feeling well. Get well soon, Mojo.
Sir.
Yo,
well soon,
how you feeling?
Yeah, first things first, happy Father's Day to the mother. But I'm feeling good, you know what I'm saying? Finally, some concrete links. We're cooking today, man.
There you go. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. I've already called my dad back in Toronto. If you're watching this, big up to you, Pops. Assalamu alaikum. And yeah, big up to everybody in the chat. Let me know how you guys are feeling. How you guys feeling? The transfer window is going on. We're back in the transfer mood. Hussam and AK are going to be joining us very, very soon. So stay tuned for that. We got a lot to talk about. Just to let you guys know some of the stuff we're going to discuss. I did a whole thread on Twitter if you guys haven't already seen it. But we're going to be talking about Arsenal's transfers. As you guys can see, Arsenal's trying to get a lot of business done this window. And we have given the Eddie Nketiah the number 14 shirt, Gabriel Jesus, Tielemans, much more. Tottenham getting Bissouma over the line, already getting Perisic, Ben Foster, and being linked to a lot more. You have Man City with the Álvarez and Haaland deals pretty much wrapped, already done and dusted. And now trying to get Cucurella and Calvin Phillips over the line. Then we have Romelu Lukaku going back to Inter on loan. Honestly, what he's done at Chelsea this season, absolute piss take. But Raheem Sterling heavily linked today to away to Chelsea also. You have Manchester United. Guys, Manchester United, you see a bunch of peace signs, but you don't really see any incomings. There's some ongoing situations over there, but we're going to get into that also. And when AK comes, he's going to have a lot to say about his fans. I've seen him on socials. He's pissed off about their fans. Man United fans absolutely losing their shit over the window. Just have some patience, guys. If this was Arsenal, I'll tell people have some patience. Calm down.
You know what? Do you know what? No. Do you know what I'd say on that though? Yeah, Igal, is Ten Hag got announced. Like my reason why I would be concerned if I'm a Man United fan is because Ten Hag got announced a while ago, right?
Yeah.
And one of the things that I said they should take from the Ten Hag announcement was that for him to have taken the job, I feel the board must have shown some intent in changing. Yeah. For him to go, I'm willing to come, the board must have said something that he liked, yeah? Now, based on that, and based on he's going to be bringing in a new system at that football club, yeah? They don't need to be starting their pre-season without their new signings, right? And me personally, if I was a United fan, I wouldn't be getting impatient, but I'd be thinking, I thought shit was supposed to be changing. Why are we still moving sloppy? Why is our new manager that's bringing a system
you know what,
in? And also they've shown their intent by letting all these players go out. They've literally, if they were playing poker, they've showed everyone their hand, and everyone knows their hand. They know what they need, and it's like,
you know what? We're going to get onto United. We have much pressing issues. Tottenham are moving mad in the transfer window. We got to talk about them. We got to talk about Man City. Let's talk about our clubs first. And when Hussam and them join, we'll talk about Liverpool and Manchester United. Right. But first, let's go through some comments. We got Egal, the best transfer show on YouTube. Bro, I wouldn't say that, but thank you.
Big facts, man.
I love... I hope Shea Adams is back. People always calling you Shea Adams, George.
I ain't even got the hair out today. I got the do-rag back. How do I look like Shea Adams? Come on, guys, man.
I like the way you match the do-rag to the top.
Update on Gabriel Jesus, guys. Understand. The moment you hear Gabriel Jesus is now linked to Tottenham again, you know the deal's almost done. They're just
they're trying to rile us up. I know that.
That's done. That's done.
Those kind of things. Whenever a player is linked to Tottenham, and then last minute they're linked to Arsenal, you know the deal is done for Tottenham because our clubs do that. We do this thing where it's like, we missed out on this player, but it's not actually true. The other club tends to not actually even go in for that player.
Bro, it's a weekend. Everyone needs to remember things can't be announced on weekends.
Big up to Terry Talk, Spurs fan. Egal, I noticed this because Arsenal done some business. You know what? If you're not watching the channel, I do these shows every day. But the thing is, we can only do it one time a week because I can't get everybody on every 2 times a week in the summer. That's too much to ask. Enjoy your summer, boys.
No, it's not.
You know what I mean? What else we got? Egal got chest out. Come on, great show as always. You know what? It's not about point scoring. It's not about none of that. Today, we're just going to talk football. Guess what? My guy Draymond Green said, new media. We don't need controversy. We can just talk ball, right? Anyways, let's talk ball, boys. Where do we begin? Should we begin with Tottenham? Because what they did at the beginning of the week set the pace for the transfer window. It really did. And George...
Whoa. No. Sorry. Haaland set the pace for the transfer.
Okay, so do you want to start with
no, let's not do this.
The Haaland deal was guaranteed to be done this summer, regardless. It didn't really. It was a matter of time.
Set pace of, yeah.
Guys, my point is, where do we begin? Do we begin with City or do you want to begin with Tottenham? Because
let's begin with City, I think, because they've got a few very
they have
concrete stuff.
They have the least to talk about.
I don't want to take the shine. I don't.
Okay.
I mean, I'd like to get it out of the way before Hussam gets here. That would be a good thing. So
okay. So we're gonna go on to City, but we got a super chat in the house. Big up to the super chatter. We're gonna get to you in a second. Big up to everyone in the comments. We're gonna get to you guys in a second. Just give me one moment. Let me get to City. So if you guys haven't already seen what City have sorted out, this is what they're currently working on. This is what City have going on. If you can see the image, guys, they have Cucurella, Calvin Phillips, who they have their eyes set on at this moment in time, which is pretty close to getting done. They've already signed Haaland and Alvarez, and of course Raheem Sterling, Gabriel Jesus, and even today Nathan Ake are being linked away from said clubs.
So Ake to where now? Newcastle again? Or?
It looks like Chelsea's trying to add some jerk chicken to that team, bro. That's what they're trying to do.
So
this is add some flavor.
That is the Man City. That is the Man City news for this.
Just see the flag.
Yeah, I see it, man.
Where do we begin, ladies and gentlemen? With this, because I want to go straight into Haaland. Guys, his first game is versus West Ham. Am I mistaken? No,
Southampton.
Well, it depends. I mean, it could be Liverpool in the Community Shield. Could be Liverpool.
United.
Liverpool Community Shield. Potentially Liverpool Community Shield.
Oh yes.
Okay. So that's going to be big.
But in the past, we haven't always played new signings in the Community Shield. I think we might do because of the whole commercial side of it and whatever. But we have to see. Look, things are going to have to slightly change, so Pep's going to need a bit of time with him. But yeah, it's a great signing. It's great for the shithousery. It's lovely that he's come out and confirmed to everyone. He played everyone perfectly. His agent clearly told him for the last 2 years, don't mention who you support. So everyone kind of thought, and it come out, look, I'm a City fan. I was always going City. And for me, if I'm being honest, I'm looking forward to seeing Alvarez. Alvarez excites me, and that partnership excites me because for 2 years now, we haven't really. All right, we've got Jesus, but we kind of, if you remember, under Pellegrini and Mancini, we have 4 strikers at all times, yeah, and then it's dropped under Pep. And it's kind of nice that we've brought in 2, and we've brought in 2 completely different strikers. We've got one that is just a out-and-out goal scorer. Like headers, penalties, that's key for us. We've got someone that actually can score penalties now. And then in Alvarez, we've got someone that is like Carlos Tevez, but with goals. Because the guy, if you go and look at all of his other attributes, he has got everything. Admittedly, he's coming from a lesser league, but I'm excited to see him. I'm excited to see how they play. And also, the Haaland signing takes a spotlight off of a certain Jack Grealish now, because the spotlight is now going to be on Haaland. So I think that's quite important.
100%. People, let me know what you think of Manchester City's transfer window so far in the comment section.
Yeah.
And then one second, let me just go to
the super chat. Yeah.
How rubbish Arsenal have the best transfer window out of the rest. They still can't even. They won't make the top 4. You know what? You have to understand, this is an Arsenal channel, so any poll that is done, Arsenal are most likely going to win in that poll. We win on, you know what? We win in polls, but we need to win on the pitch. That's more important. But thank you for the.
At least you know it.
What?
At least you know it, Gal. At least you know it.
There you go, bro. I'm not going to be point scoring on Twitter 24 hours. I need the points on the board, bro. That's what I need. Anyways, let's get into it. What are you guys saying? Man City's window so far. So I've shown you guys everything, plus their possible outgoing. So what do you find the most interesting about Man City's window?
Early.
For me, I think it's the fact that not just Haaland and Alvarez. I think everyone knows Haaland and Alvarez are 2 massive signings. Alvarez, like Dap said, man, I know what to expect from Haaland. I know what we're gonna see from Haaland, and we all expect him to score goals. There's no doubt about that. I'm interested to see what Alvarez can bring to the team because I think he can play in a few positions. I want to see how Pep's going to utilize him because, you know, Pep, when he sees a player, he has a very specific thing in mind for that player. He'll want to integrate him into the team, into a position that Pep wants him, not that Alvarez will want. So I'd like to see where he plays him and how he gets into the team because he looks really good. Like Dap said, he looks like a talent that can go even beyond Haaland in a few, like 3, 4, 5 seasons. But he still has a lot of room for growth. But the one thing that annoys me about Man City so much is like you just can't stop them. They're going out for Phillips, Cucurella, like some of the top talents that can go in any other top 6 team and improve them. And City are going to take them up to be backup players. They're going to go sit on the bench. They just need an English player.
Not Cucurella.
Well, Calvin Phillips, 100%.
I agree on Phillips.
He's been an English signing like Nathan Aki. You're going to bring in just to be in and around the team, work his. He'll probably play here and there. Cucurella, yes, very good Spanish player from La Masia. I even saw he posted on Twitter in his little Dior drip saying reset. For me, I think that might be a little something for him to point out that he's.
And then Brighton tried to jump on it and said, looking good in blue and white. It's like, bro, no, he put
he's
reset.
On his way out,
There's
man.
a reset.
He's resetting for his way out. But that's going to be a really good signing to take over Zinchenko and add that competition for Cancelo. So they're really going to the next level. You can't stop them.
I think that's the thing, with the Cucurella one. I believe Cucurella is coming in. I've spoke on this once or twice. Walker's game time, is dropping over the last 3 or 4 seasons. He's dropping about 4 games a season, which doesn't sound much, but if you take that over 3 seasons, that's 12 games. And obviously, naturally, his recovery time's slowing down. Not massively, but it's slowing down, So I feel like they're bringing in Cucurella so that they can cement him as the left back and move Cancelo over to the right back and start getting Cancelo more cemented as the right back. The good thing is with Walker is so experienced that he'll be fine to big games if need be come in. He's that mature guy that he's not going to start kicking off a fuss. Like he knows his age is. And I think the other thing with Cucurella that's massive is how he holds his position on the left, how his delivery. And with Haaland, if you go back with when we had Aguero, the only time we got good numbers out of Mendy was when him and Aguero were playing together.
You want to know something, bro? I'm going to tell you something, Dabs. Realistically, everyone this season is looking at Man City's outgoings because Man City's outgoings are being linked to Premier League rivals. Look at it this way. Gabriel Jesus being linked to a Premier League rival. Raheem Sterling's being linked to a Premier League rival. When do you see top clubs in the Premier League sending players to each other? It doesn't happen often.
It does. So, it used to happen all the time. And people used to hype this up. Like back in 08 and 09, Arsenal selling players to Man United, to Man City, Tottenham, Liverpool. Like this used to happen. It just didn't happen over a long period of time. City aren't just selling their big players. They're selling their dead wood, really and truly. And their players
Sterling and Jesus are dead wood.
They're not dead wood. They're not dead wood. But,
all right, so they're not dead wood, but they're not their players that are going to be their starting 11, and they're improving on them. So they're getting rid of them because they've brought in better players to take over.
Yeah, you know what it is. True. Sometimes, and if you look at City, have this thing I've spoken it before. With assets, I feel like City generally, when we buy players, we're buying them to try and keep them for 8 to 10 years, right? And it's almost like they're then willing to let them go on a free. We do it so many times. We let them go on a free. Now, I compare both of these two slightly. No, I compare Jesus slightly to when we let Zeko go, right? We could have kept Zeko, right? But I almost feel it's a bit of respect. Like, do you know what? You've put a shift in, and you're never going to get in over Aguero, unfortunately. Therefore, you know what? Because you've stayed here, you've been loyal, and you've never moaned, right? Yeah, you know what? And I think with Jesus, I think it's massively that. I think they know Jesus probably wants to cement his place in the Brazil squad. And furthermore, the good thing is, and we'll speak on this when we get to Sterling, but with both of them, we don't need to sell either of them, right? And that's a good thing. They've got a year left on their contract. Then they go on a free.
Though, Daps, because
you know the balance.
You need to sell players. Like you need to have money coming in from transfers too.
Bro, last summer we had, sticking to financial fair play, we had 120 million for Kane. Yeah, right. We then sold Torres in January and didn't replace. That's another 50 million on top of that. That's 170. We've just sold a keeper for, I think, 12 million, Southampton. That's
Basel,
180.
yeah.
When you start looking, then there's another couple of younger players that have gone out. There's the fact we've just won the Premier League and the actual income we bring in. We don't need to sell players this transfer window.
Fair
of
enough.
course, it will help. It will help. Don't get me wrong. It will balance the books wages-wise. But more importantly, it's either with Sterling and Jesus, it's you either get 30 to 50 million now or you get fuck all next summer, right? And I think that the thing is with Jesus is that's why I think we're playing a bit of hardball with Arsenal. The Sterling one surprises me.
Dabs, we're going to talk about Sterling to Chelsea right now. I think that's the best way to move on. So what we're going to do is we're going to do Sterling to Chelsea, and we'll talk about Chelsea, and we'll save Arsenal for later because we talk about Arsenal on this channel every fucking day. So we'll wait. We'll save that for later. When it comes to Chelsea, if you guys don't know, breaking news from Sky Sports, nothing new actually. That Lukaku to Inter's on. It's pretty much almost agreed at this point.
Loan deal, right? Loan deal.
Yes, sir. Loan deal, 10 million.
10 million. That's pennies.
So
I
Lukaku,
mean, it's just for a year.
bro, Bice, just take it away, man. What the hell is going on at Chelsea?
I have one question. Who thought bringing Bice on is a good idea? That's all I want to ask.
First of all,
it was my
hate is gonna hate.
Welcome back, Bice, my brother.
But yeah, let's talk about it, guys. We have to talk about it, but before we talk about it, let me get the graphic up, show you guys what the Sky Sports ticker is saying at this moment in time. They have the image. They're making Lukaku look confused, bro. It's hilarious. Look at this. This is actually funny, guys.
They're not making him look confused.
No way.
Out of all pictures, they said Inter believe they are close to agreeing a deal to sign Lukaku back on loan from Chelsea. Bice, take it away, bro. With the stories you're hearing today, what is going on at Chelsea, man?
Listen, man, we're trying to get him out of here, bro. We're finally firm in a loss. We're finally taking a loss on a player that didn't work out. You know what I mean? All the stuff that's been coming out in the past few weeks, how he's been texting the Inter board back and forth since December, how he's been talking to Inter players on the phone saying he's going to come back and that he made a mistake. You know what I mean? I'm saying it's just like it's getting a cancel to the team. Like he hasn't been offering anything on the pitch. Yeah, thank you for the Club World Cup performances. I appreciate that. Thanks for some of the performances. But, you know what I mean? It goes, you need certain characters in your locker room that want to be there. You know what I'm saying? Having him in that environment, it was causing more harm than good. Too much negative press, taking attention, or causing too much unnecessary attention on the squad. And him going back to Inter, I mean, it's good for him because he wants to leave. And it's good for us. We get that bad press in a way, free up space for other players to come in. You know
okay, let me just stop you right there, bro. Let me run you through some of the Chelsea rumors. So these are the Chelsea rumors. Nathan Ake is just a rumor. Ousmane Dembele, free transfer. This is a heavy rumor because of his relationship with your manager. Lewandowski is a rumor. He's most likely going to go to Barcelona. The deal for Koulibaly is off. Napoli have said they're not going to sell him. And you got the Koundé deal pretty much locked on. It could be completed very, very soon. And Raheem Sterling. So with this business, I'm not gonna lie, guys. This looks like good business, but there's no way.
It looks a bit top heavy, though.
No. When you think hasn't Koundé had personal terms agreed with Barcelona or something, or he's given?
No. That was false. That was false.
My point is,
the two defenders.
This is Chelsea's rumored transfers. Declan Rice is also on this list of rumored transfers. But
come on, man. Let's not bring it that fraud.
They're back on that one again.
Let's not bring it that fraud, bro. I'm tired,
let me just finish. Chelsea's transfer window this season has been nothing but links. They haven't agreed anything except for Koundé, and now it looks like Raheem Sterling. So let's talk about those two because Koundé, we've spoken about him enough. Raheem Sterling, 35 million bid supposedly is going to be the initial bid. I don't think that's going to be enough to get him.
Not if not with what you're playing for Jesus.
They've already got Sterling's. They've got him out on the left wing already, man.
In a world where,
who do they have?
In a world where Gabriel Jesus is going for 40 million, I don't see Raheem Sterling going for 35, man.
That's what I'm saying.
That's just realistic. That we're hearing. It's being reported close between 55 and 65 million. You know what I mean? Raheem Sterling. He wants to leave. I think his time is up at Manchester City. He's done the service. He's given the performances. The last season and a half has been kind of underwhelming, and You know what I mean? I think it's just one of those things where it's just his time to move on. He's 27 going into 28. Going into his prime.
Guys, Fabrizio Romano has just dropped more Chelsea news. Wow. The timing is impeccable. Look at this.
You better change the tags then, bro.
He said Raheem Sterling is Chelsea's top target. Tuesday, City wanted around 50 to 60 million euros. Chelsea approached with about 25 million euros plus add-on, which was turned down, so the bid was rejected.
That's 20 million pounds.
Man City.
What are they smoking over there at Stamford Bridge?
Man City wants the equivalent. Man City wants the equivalent to 100 million euros or 100 million pounds or 80 million pounds for both Raheem Sterling and
okay. You know what? Yeah. So there's two things here. Firstly, you better hope, Bice, that this isn't a sign of what you've got to come from the Americans doing your negotiations. Because coming in with 20 million, it's just laughable. But secondly, I'll tell you the biggest sticking point.
25 million.
Well, the biggest sticking point, for this one, in my opinion, is not what you pay City. Because if you offer 40, City might take that 40, 45. Because you've got to remember, we are going to be getting a hefty wage off of our. Because Sterling's not on peanuts, right?
Yes,
now, this is going to be this is going to be the sticking point, because Sterling, it's very similar to how I would look at Salah and Mane in Liverpool. Sterling is not unhappy at City, right? But Sterling feels that, you know what, I'm 28. This is a big contract for me. So City, if you're not going to table more than I'm currently on, then I'll go elsewhere. Otherwise, if you give me what I want, I'll stay put and win more trophies. So the sticking point is that you're bored. And if your board's offering 20 million when we want 50, but when it comes to wages, you better realise you just told me Sterling's on 300k a week, So he's going to want 320 at least off of you, man.
We just got new owners 3 weeks ago. We just got new owners. They don't know how it works. Let's be real. They don't know how it works. They just bought the club, you know what I'm saying? They're taking the piss out. We know Sterling's
I think what that means is welcome to real life. That's what it means.
Come on, guys. Come on.
This is no longer the time of Roman Abramovich where City say, I want 50 and you slap 50 on the table and get him.
Come on, guys. You've killed me with this narrative enough. Let me just, you know what I'm saying? Finally, we're back to life. You know what I mean? We gotta be like a regular club. Like a regular club, like a real football club. So
you have to actually negotiate deals now. There's no just... Oh yeah,
honestly,
you
have to realize.
By the way, I just want to clarify one thing to the people watching. Bice is a minority. Minority of Chelsea fans actually want Sterling to go to Chelsea. A lot of them are actually.
Look his background. There's only one reason why. There's only one reason why.
They bring the flag down by show the people, bro. Show the people the flag.
Jamaican to play for my football club was Michael Hector. Please, I need redemption. I need redemption. That's one. Two.
He's
not what we need. The sad part about it is he's not what we need. We don't need a goal scoring winger right now. We don't need a goal scorer. We need
what does Chelsea need?
We need a creator as a winger. That's not to knock Raheem Sterling for what he is or who he is as a player, because I think he's a fantastic player. What I've seen over the last few days, the disrespect that's been put on his name by a lot of people, it's just ridiculous. Like, people are comparing him to Harvey Barnes and saying Harvey Barnes is not decent, all of that. I don't respect that. But my whole thing with Raheem Sterling is he's not what Chelsea needs. However, say we get another creator in and we already have him in place, that's fine. You know what I'm saying?
I'm confused. That's not what Chelsea needs, but that's your profile picture on Twitter.
Listen, it's pure because he's Jamaican, bro. He's not what we need, but he's not like he's a shit player. You know what I'm saying? He's not a bad player, but
I admire the honesty. I like that.
Well, let's be honest,
No, bro.
You know what? He's not what Chelsea needs. He's a player that needs to be provided for. We've seen that Man City time and time again.
Exactly.
He can't be relied upon. You need players that are going to create for him. When you have De Bruyne putting in those crosses at the back post, Sterling's going to tap him in. He's going to score 15, 16 goals a season.
But here's the
he sacrificed a lot of his game to play in that Manchester City system. If we're being real, when Jack Grealish starts taking out some of that flair out of his game and starts to be more possession oriented, we might say the same things that you know what I mean, he's dead. He's not dead. It's just that you have to
Nah,
sacrifice.
he's not dead. He's
No,
not dead,
you
but
listen.
I
Do
just
you know
don't
what
think that
Sterling
he'll score
needs?
at the level that he has
No,
for Man City.
the one thing that Sterling needs more than anything is very clear. If you look at his numbers before 2 years ago, now you look at his numbers now. What Sterling needs is to be playing alongside an
good striker,
actual gunman. Yeah. If he's not, he don't get the space. He needs a gunman, and he will find the space when the defenders are paying attention to Aguero. He will find that extra space.
He needs to
You know
click
what?
with someone.
Raheem Sterling is going to become a person that they scapegoat, and they're going to say they want Usman Dembele.
Yeah, bro. I don't want
Actually,
that.
tell a lie.
He's not what we
They
need.
want both. Did
They
you not
want
know
both.
that? They're going for both. I'm not joking. There's been Dembele rumors
20
literally.
million for Sterling. They're not getting both.
Yeah, but when you think about it though, Dembele's on a free, and also Sterling's only going to cost 50 million. That's a win-win situation.
But the wage, bro, the wage is going to be a sticking point. Are Chelsea going to give Sterling over 300 grand a week?
We're going to have to wait and see.
We'll have to
Then
see.
he's not going to
man.
go. Then he's not
No,
going to
but they're
go.
going to have to sell.
It's different.
Chelsea's going to have to
It's
sell
different from
players.
how we've always done business. Because
Lukaku's
watch,
gone.
right? We've already we reward. We've been signing players and giving them contracts off potential for years. Loftus-Cheek got 150,000 under Maurizio Sarri. Callum Hudson-Odoi got 120,000 under Maurizio Sarri, off of just potential and other clubs wanting them when they were playing some of the best football, right? We're getting a proven player. These guys won 4 league titles in the last 5 years.
Thank you for educating me.
We can't ignore that. We can't ignore what he's been putting out. His work rate, his work is amazing. I'm just saying, that's not the profile that Chelsea need.
Vice is almost convincing himself. Bro, 2 minutes ago, you just said because he's Jamaican. Just stick to that.
Yeah, bro.
Okay.
I'm saying that's why I want
Stick to the original reason. Don't start convincing us of what Sterling has done.
How many times have you heard me say this? I've said he's not what we need, but I'll take him, bro. It's almost like if a Jordanian is coming to Liverpool, bro, you're going to be there.
I'm shamelessly saying, bring Musa Ta'mari to Liverpool right now. Bring him.
So what do Chelsea need?
A lot. I'll keep saying.
We need
a new manager.
I would need somebody who can put
No,
those
not a
chances
new
away
manager.
realistically.
Not a new manager.
You need a whole new front line, bro.
We
In
need
my
a central
opinion.
defensive midfielder.
They need to go to Turkey and get their front line sorted.
I'm just a bit confused with one thing. Though. So you're selling Lukaku.
Yeah.
You're also planning to sell Werner. Am I right?
Man, say I got Husam.
We're looking into offers. We're accepting.
Sam's not going to like that.
So what's happening with the striker situation?
Sam's not going to like what?
Nah, it's Thunder Road's between both of us.
Put it up.
George is actually
You guys don't have
very
biceps like me. Respect my biceps,
You know
bro.
what I'm
Don't
saying?
let me
Because it's like,
flex on
Chelsea's
YouTube.
been
You get me?
relatively quiet. It's been relatively quiet. Over the last 3 days is the most.
You went to the gym before.
First time in years that we don't have at least. You don't hear Chelsea putting in offers all over the place early, throwing the money at the prop. You get what I mean? So I can't really explain the striker market right now for Chelsea and what we plan to do. But I'm thinking, say, get the bat. We're already getting Lukaku out. That frees up space for probably another striker. Probably we're going to implement Kai up top. And maybe, Armando Broja is coming back. I don't know what Tuchel's plans for him are. I'm not saying he should start, but I'm saying to have us a squad option is very, very decent.
Okay. Just so I can get everyone caught up. We've already spoken about City, Husam, and Kaz. Just so you guys know.
Thank God.
Now we're talking about Chelsea. But before we wrap up on Chelsea, I just want to ask you guys: do you guys believe Chelsea will be big spenders? Because there was rumored before the season started, Chelsea were going to spend around 150 to 200. Do you still think they're going to spend that type of money this summer?
Not 20 million.
I do. I do. I think they do. If you're going to have a new owner come into place, he's going to spend big to make a statement. Surely.
I've heard he's guaranteed a marquee signing and to get a couple of the players in. I'm hearing we were hearing in the region of we're going to go over 100 because, the market value of certain players now, you're looking at 100 minimum for most teams. So we're going anywhere between 140, 180 mil for our transfer budget base this summer.
Okay. And what about you, George? You're saying you disagree?
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna. I mean, going off of that bid they put out for Sterling, man, if they're looking for marquee signings and that's their number one target, put down the 50 or at least. So, that's chump change bid, man. They don't seem serious. They might spend 100 and odd, but they need surgery. They need 5 to 6 players. So I'm interested to see.
Remember, we have 2 first-team centre backs walking. So Jules Koundé,
let's now
Napoli ain't
sift
gonna let
away.
Koulibaly go
Guys,
for cheap.
I'm trying to spend 15 minutes tops on each club. So let's now move on to this one. There's a lot of Tottenham fans in the chat. I'm so surprised. They're saying, yo, Iga, it's real. Tier ones are telling me Gabriel Jesus is going to Tottenham. Yo, George, we know this story.
No,
Gabriel
so
Jesus
look, wait. Let's
Tottenham.
get one thing clear with Jesus. Tottenham
Jesus going to Tottenham.
Tottenham have always had an interest in Jesus. We've always held an interest in him because he's a player that we're looking for that fits what we're trying to bring in. A wide forward that can play striker and play right wing and play on the left. What the reason why we will not buy him is because we're not looking to pay 50 million cash up front.
So I'll give another reason.
Tottenham are interested. He said Tottenham's going to do a last.
He won't go Tottenham. He won't go Tottenham.
He won't come.
Harry Kane, bro.
Jesus is leaving City because he wants to be a regular, right?
Yeah.
You look at Tottenham's front three. He's not going to look at that front three and go, "Yeah, I'm going to walk into that." He's going to look at it and think, "Again, I'm going to be a bit part player." He'll go Arsenal because he'll be guaranteed the number 9 shirt.
And wait, the thing is with Tottenham that Antonio Conte has specified recently is that we're not looking to tell players, "Look, you're going to come in and you're going to start." He's telling players, "Look, you're going to come in, you're going to compete, and if you're good enough, you'll make the team." And I'm not being funny with the players that he's going to be looking at. Jesus is just not going to be good enough to get into the starting lineup. So I don't want him, and I don't think that we're going to put in a good enough bid to go for.
Let me just show the people, since they love these rumors so much. Here's the rumor, and the way it's written, it literally just shows you that it's like a last minute thing where they're just trying to link the player away. I don't think it's legitimate. But hey, we'll see.
It's probably they're probably just trying to bump up the price, the agent, as well. At the same time.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get to the Spurs' actual business, because George, you guys are, it looks like you guys are going in for a lot of players.
We're the big boys of the window, man.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. You guys are looking like you're trying to break the bank.
Not the big boys. 25 million for Bissouma so far. They're not the big boys.
Am I not mistaken? You guys got a loan. You got Bissouma over the line. Let me just bring it up. So this is what Tottenham business is looking like this window. It's actually mad. They're trying to bring in they've already brought in Perisic, Fraser, Bissouma. You're trying to get Djed Spence, and you're targeting all these other players.
Yeah, so Djed Spence, that deal pretty much. It's just we're trying to get the price right. I think there's a few add-ons of things that aren't like adding up, but personal terms, he's already said he wants Tottenham, so that's going to be done within the week or two. Onwards from that, as you can see, there's a whole list of players that we're interested in. We're trying to get that left centre back wrapped up. Hincapie, Bremer,
Bremer's gone, by the way. Bremer's gone to Inter.
It's not fully confirmed.
It's happening, bro.
I think it's going to happen. I do agree. I think he's going to go to Inter.
Does that mean George then Bastoni might be going the other way? I know people say Bastoni's not going nowhere.
Bastoni's not leaving Inter Milan, man.
I've taken
Italians don't like to leave, man.
I've taken all my eggs out of the Bastoni basket, man. We're focusing on here. As I said, Hincapie and Dicker, they're the players we want right now. We're going to get that left wing back secured.
You mean
and then the right wing back, and then Endika. No, from
the guy in the Bundesliga.
Yeah.
Bro, I swear down, if Man United don't get that, I swear they don't get it.
Oh, you ain't getting nothing done, man. You ain't getting
nothing done, man. We getting vexed.
I'm going to tell you this. I think a lot of people have been linked to him. He's a really good player. I don't know if
serious baller.
He's going for 19 million. That's his price. Right now.
Yeah.
So it
makes too much sense.
Crazy low. I think it's a no-brainer for us to go out there and get him. But really, the big signings where we're looking to make marquee news is, of course, the Eriksen coming home. We're waiting on him. He's either coming United or Tottenham. I don't know where his head's at. The fact he's taking so long is getting me worried.
Coming United. He's coming United still.
If he goes United, I'm banning that guy, bro. Ban Eriksen. He can't come back to the league.
I sent you the report. George, the other day. He's made it visibly known that if he comes back to the UK, he wants to play in London. So he's gonna probably go back to Tottenham.
That's not what I saw. That's not what I saw.
Money speaks, isn't it? Money talks. So
listen, George thinks Tottenham are a more attractive proposition right now.
Raphinha and Richarlison, though, look out for those ones because they're the two that we're really eyeing up to improve our front line.
Richarlison ain't improving your front line.
Richarlison will be a backup option, but he's a good player.
Raphinha's going to go to Barcelona, and if he doesn't go to Barcelona, he probably will come to Arsenal before he goes to Tottenham.
What makes you think that he's going to come Arsenal over Tottenham? We had this conversation with
I've heard contracts are being drawn up at Arsenal. I've heard Arsenal have drawn up contracts.
if he was an Italian player, I would say he'd probably go to Tottenham. But the fact that he's Brazilian, Edu already has the inside information.
Edu ain't even allowed to go to Brazil. That's what I'll be.
No.
Edu
Edu
he's
used to
banned from Brazil. This guy, his Brazilian links are all false, bro. That's what I heard. I heard he's banned from the ends. He's not allowed back to the ends, bro.
And Raphinha's got Barcelona apparently as well.
Raphinha wants to go play at the next level. And you heard in Bissouma's interview, Champions League. He mentioned it like 5 times. No Arsenal players can mention that. That's what Raphinha's going to be talking about. I wanted to come play to the Champions League. You don't want to play Europa League football, man. Come on, Egal.
Okay, not talking about trophies.
Well, enough about that for a second. Let's bring Hussam into it. Hussam, what do you think about Tottenham's window so far, getting Bissouma over the line? They look like they're about to get a bunch of business done. As you can see here, they're linked to all these players. How are you feeling, bro? I want to get you more involved. I haven't heard from you today yet.
Tottenham are a problem for everyone. They're definitely more attractive than Arsenal. And I think they're going to be a problem for me as well, because if they continue doing what they're doing, they might be the person to finish second next season. But anyway, I think they're in a very good state. They've signed smartly. Perisic, Forster, and Bissouma are all smart transfers. I think they might be the team that gets Jesus. Might be. I think they're going to sign a centre-back, which is positive as well. So you're going to have a centre-back partnership of Romero, Eric Dyer, and a third guy. Regardless of who that third guy is, could be Bremer as well from Torino. Fantastic defender. Bastoni, I know, is a little bit of a problem now. But Spurs are going to be a problem for everyone. And Conte is an incredible manager. So it's just a problem, man. So, yeah. And I think he's definitely winning them a trophy next season.
What? Okay, I have to go to Bice in a second.
Yes.
But before we go, Bice, big up, lads.
Me
personally, I would snatch up Bremer and get Ndika, Spence, Eriksson in the midfield, and Richarlison, Anthony or Raphinha on the right wing. And I'm excited for the next 4 seasons. Big up Josh. He's a Tottenham fan. He seems very excited.
Conte ain't going to be there for 4 seasons.
I forgot to mention
he said 4 next season.
Just saying from now,
4 next season.
Djed Spence could easily become a top 3 right back in the whole league next season. Easily, like that. He could be one of them. It could genuinely become Reece, Trent, and Jed as the best 3.
Wow.
Yeah, I am doing another watch long at 9.
Your face said it all. The moment you
tell us a left back.
Exact opposite reactions. George is getting excited. Bice is saying, like, what the hell are you talking about? What are you saying, Bice?
As much as I hate to say it, man, Tottenham they're becoming a problem, bro. They're becoming a serious problem.
All that.
I hate it, man. They become Egal has more to worry about than me. I'm being honest. I haven't lost to Tottenham in a long time. But it's just one of those things. Can't relate. But I'm just saying, like, Ivan Perisic, like, on a free as well, right, George? On a free.
Yeah, that was a free.
Yeah, Perisic on a free. Then you got Foster, Fraser, and Yves Bissouma for 25 mil. 25.
Yep.
It's looking ridiculous, though, man. It's looking ridiculous. They got a top defensive midfielder, top wing back. I know he's gonna come in and make some moves. If you hear some sounds, that's my father in the back. He's kind of happy, you know what I mean? Manchester City signed Haaland, so he's buzzing. But they're looking like a serious problem, and we cannot underestimate Antonio Conte. Like, we know what he's gonna do, but Dap said it best. Is he gonna be there for 4 years?
We don't need that long.
We don't know how long Conte is going to stay for.
To achieve what?
We don't know how long Conte is going to stay there. But,
Conte can easily win the league, man. Not easily, but he could win.
I don't want to talk too much.
Not with us about, bro. Not with us about.
George, you're excited.
Would you guys
I know. It's going to be difficult, Dabs, but if there's one guy, it's Conte, you know.
No, 1 second.
Disagree.
1 second. Hussam, do you think...
You don't think Spurs can win the league, even in 2 years?
Not with Pep about. Nope.
Okay. How do you feel Spurs are going to do next season?
It's been done before with Pep about.
Yeah, but Pep, that was Pep's first season. He wasn't established like
and
that. I look, Hussam, you know I don't usually say stuff with chest, let alone in the summer before the season started. I'm a very confident man at the moment.
Pep's Botox is fading, bro. It's fading.
I mean, you believe that.
But I'm not talking about this season, though.
No, I don't care.
I'm saying 2 years from now, after they build their entire project.
No issues whatsoever. Comfortable over here.
Okay, Josh is back in. I'm gonna go to Kaz now in a second, but Josh is back in saying we're doing things we wouldn't expect to be doing. Wow. I hear that. I hear that. You guys are linked to a lot of players.
Igal's just hating, man. It's just as
I
simple as that.
haven't said anything.
He's never gonna give credit to anything Tottenham Hotspur. Just get it drilled into your head. Anytime he speaks about Spurs, it's sarcastic, or it's like semi-annoyed. He just hates Tottenham. Why do you expect an Arsenal fan to come on YouTube and praise Tottenham? Like, wake up, you guys. He just hates Tottenham. It's normal.
Let's be real. Let's be real.
I'm trying to be calm. Okay.
You're not calm at all. You can't stand Spurs. Stop lying.
Listen,
Igal, let's be real.
About my window. I'm not focused on other people.
But right now,
here we go.
Right now, Arsenal and Spurs, are both having good windows. Like
amazing
windows. There's four teams that urgently needed to address.
Oh, you're wearing LeBron James. No wonder you have this defeatist mentality.
Arsenal, Chelsea, Tottenham, Man United all needed to address things. Right now, Arsenal and Tottenham are doing it. We can't deny it. They are doing what they need to do. They're having good transfer windows, both of them.
Let's go to Kaz. Kaz, how are you feeling about Tottenham, man? Do you think they could do something next season?
I've mentioned this, I think, on a few streams, isn't it? That I'm genuinely scared. Tottenham have always been Tottenham, but I'm actually genuinely scared of them next season. I'm not even kidding. I feel like people forget, not only are Tottenham getting depth, they're getting some quality in there, they're getting the right players in there. It's the different type of Tottenham. I said yesterday on the stream as well that this is Conte. He's not great in the Champions League, but in the league and domestically, this guy's a winner. He's changed this Tottenham dressing room. The whole mentality shift is crazy. He's even got Levy on board. That man is doing something right. That's clear as day as that. But at the same time, obviously, if there's any Arsenal fans in it, I can say the exact same for Arsenal. They're doing great business. They're getting their business up early. Shut up, Hussam,
I'm surprised you got your hair out today.
Anyways, it's coming to you, Hussam. That's where it's coming to. But long story short, I apologize. I don't mean, I'm not being rude.
Don't apologize to him, bro.
No, because I don't want it to come across that I'm being rude or anything. That's all. Right. But I feel like Arsenal and Spurs.
That's uncalled for.
Shut up, Hussam. What's it called, anyways?
You guys are ganging up on Hussam. Stop it, bro.
No one can gang up on me. I'm undefeated. Don't worry about it.
Okay, Hussam.
But long story short, Arsenal doing good business, and if they get Jesus, they're probably going to go get somebody else on top of that as well. Both teams are looking good. They're both looking good.
Arsenal. We're talking about Tottenham.
Because if you're going to talk about Tottenham, then Arsenal fans are going to come on the bandwagon. So I feel like they might as well just make shift.
Why can't no? Just as you said, let's separate Tottenham's window and Arsenal's windows. Because Tottenham, we're doing big business. We're out here making signings that are getting announced on the Champions League page. Arsenal, they don't do them things there.
I'm not being but George, I'm not being funny. I know you're not in the Champions League, but you're not doing much in the Champions League. I don't really care about you in the Champions League, so I don't give it.
I'm just saying.
In credit to Spurs and any Spurs fans are in here, right? They're doing great business at the end of the day. So are Arsenal, and it's actually it just makes me sick as a United fan. I'm sure Chelsea fans are looking at it thinking, "What the fuck?"
You can't say Arsenal worry you though.
Yo, 1 second.
No. You can't say they do worry me. They do. I think I said it last year.
Why though? What's there to worry about with Arsenal?
You're gonna save that, cool guy. Kaz, cool guy came in and he said Frankie de Jong is the best to come to the Premier League this season. Over Haaland,
this summer,
over Darwin Nunez, over everybody.
Nah, you know what? That's a typical Man United getting excited statement. But he's one of them. He's one of them. Nunez. Let's get this straight.
No.
Nunez is not It's not as exciting if FDJ was to come or as Haaland did come to Man City. Let's put it like that. I would say he's definitely.
We're gonna get to Haaland. We're gonna get to Nunez in a second.
I thought there was a player I didn't know about. Okay.
Big up cool guy. Big up cool guy for the super chat. Big up Eric Baker in the house saying Sterling as a false nine. Chelsea could cook. Yo, that could be a real thing too.
They need a striker alongside him.
Look at his face, Bice. He's Jamaican, bro. Back him.
Bice, you can't walk in the streets if you don't back Sterling. Honestly.
Who was it yesterday that's talking on Chelsea saying no matter what happens, I think it was Mons. Whatever happens, Chelsea get the job done at the end of the day.
I do agree with you, but we
We do,
have
we
to
do,
be
we do.
clear. It is a new owner. You can't just assume.
It's
and-
only been
and-
3 weeks
and-
they've been in
No,
charge.
but bro, and I get it. It has only been. I fully get that. It's only been 2 weeks. There's stuff involved in business of buying clubs worth that much. Yeah, that will mean there's reasons why it hasn't started yet. I do get that, but at the same time, we can't. It's a bit like me coming out and going, Haaland is going to score the same number of goals in the Premier League as he did in the Bundesliga. We don't know that. So you've got a new owner. We don't know that he's going to come in and pick up
Shout out
where
Wu-Tang,
Abramovich
man.
left. So he might do. I'm not saying he won't. I'm just saying we can't
There you
assume
go.
that he's going to come in and do the same thing.
We're
Not
gonna
going, it's not
talk
here we
about
go
that in a
nowhere.
second.
I'm stating
Guys,
facts. We don't know.
we're gonna get
Like,
onto
we don't
Darwin
know.
Nunez in a second. Let's save that.
No,
for
you're
that.
right, bro. We
Do
don't
we
know.
have to?
Like,
This is the next portion. We've done our 15 minutes on Tottenham. It was great. Now we're gonna move on. Wu-Tang Gambino.
hold on. First input.
The gal couldn't wait for it. Look, as soon as it hit on 15 on
Hold on. The likes. Listen, there's 200 people in here, yeah? There's 80 likes. We need to get that up to 100 straight away, or Sam's going
Straight
to
away.
start
Smash
talking
that like
reckless
button,
to you.
man.
Yeah, big up everyone. Hit that like button right now.
If you don't like the video, I'm gonna talk shit about Arsenal for the next 15 minutes. So,
Wu-Tang
like,
Gambino.
I agree.
Wu-Tang Gambino, you're next. Big up to you, bro. He's saying big up to all the gang. Hussam, George, looking good for your.
Yeah, AK, it suits me, bro.
Okay.
I like how Wu-Tang included me in the Spurs camp. This is mad. All I said was Spurs are scary, and the Spurs fans are like,
Guys,
you know what, Spurs fans. Listen, Spurs fans have been on my YouTube channel. They've been on my spaces. I've just spoken positively about Spurs, and they've all followed me. Like I've literally had 200 Spurs fans follow me, like on Twitter in the last.
They'll be
24 hours.
DMing
Big
you
up to you guys.
saying they'll be
know what,
DMing you saying you actually unbiased and they rate it.
Daps, you're a league champion, Daps. Don't worry about
Yo,
Spurs.
everyone
Pundits and
thinks
nobody.
I'm
That's
Spurs.
what I just said.
Yo,
Sam's
guys,
come a long way from live
Know
Arsenal.
what that was
chill
about.
For a second. Let's bring it back.
I love you, Daps, man.
Let's bring it back for a second. Get a little bit more control over the show. Doing up to everyone in the chat. We
No,
can't
this is
get to
vibes
every
from the
chat,
six,
but
bro.
AK's
Come
in
on.
the chat. AK, we need you on the next show, bro. We missed the vibes, bro. AK, where you been at, bro? Anyway.
Nah, we don't need him. Cass is an
Wait.
upgrade.
He's been
Let me
spoiled for the
go to
daddy
the
he
next-
is.
Let me go to the
It's
next
because I'm not
topic.
Somali, innit? He's treating me like some nice. Like,
Let me go to the
Cass is an upgrade. We don't need AK, gal. You don't need to lie to the people.
Okay.
Cass is definitely an upgrade. Like Cass is like.
wait. I'm not gonna sit here and let you talk some shit on AK that I'm some upgrade. AK is great in his way.
Oh my
and
god,
I'm
this
sure
guy
I'm
is
great in
so
my way.
boring.
Don't come from my
Can you
man,
not
fellow
just
Man
let me
United
have a
fan.
moment with my brother
No,
when I
no.
troll him on
You-
YouTube?
No,
You
no,
don't
no,
have
no,
to be
no,
so
I can't have
boring.
you doing that. I can't have you
You're
doing that,
so
bro.
boring, Cass.
No,
You're
no.
a downgrade. You're so
Talk like
boring.
this and
bro.
Wait,
this
tell him,
that,
tell him,
no,
tell him
bro.
to shut his mouth
Enough,
again.
guys. Enough. We
That's
gotta
his
talk
boy's
about
tits now,
Liverpool.
man.
We gotta talk about
Love you,
Liverpool.
Cass, man. Love you,
We
Cass.
have to talk about Liverpool. Liverpool fans, please look away. Mane has been announced that he'll be leaving Liverpool to go to Bayern Munich, and you know what? That was a classy exit. Big up Liverpool. They let him go for the price, a reasonable price. It wasn't dragged out. It wasn't a long thing, and they've gotten in their man Darwin Nunez and Hussam. Is this correct? Liverpool are not done in the transfer window. They're still going to be signing more players. At this moment in time, they're linked to nobody, but they are, but they have signed 3 people.
Gal, if you disrespect me like that again, I'm never coming back.
Linked to who?
They're linked to nobody.
Don't do
They
that.
have
That's
signed 3
It was a
disrespectful.
players.
pause. It was a pause. They've been linked to nobody.
No, guys.
Man
I
said
am
they're
not a
linked to
Liverpool
nobody.
fan.
We're
One
linked to
second.
Nunez, we're linked to Nkunku,
One
we're
second.
linked to Paqueta, we're linked to many
To be
people.
fair,
Hold on, you linked to
be fair,
Nunez. You bought him.
what I've done is, to be fair, what I've done is I've gone around.
Daps, you can't say you're linked to nobody like
One
that.
second,
Like
one
that's
second. To be
disrespectful.
fair, I've gone around.
Gal, Arsenal are still our side chicks. Do you understand that?
Let me answer.
Why
that
are you
point.
speaking like this to
No.
me?
Let me.
I
answer
beat
the
you
point.
8-0 on aggregate this season. Why are you talking? Takumi Minamino and Diogo Jota taught you at the Emirates. They taught you
That's not
football.
gonna get you a midfielder, bro. Let me finish.
That's not going to get you a Premier League. Last time you won the Premier League, you were a steaming.
It's not, but can we talk about football and get back to football? The realistic thing is, when it comes down to it, everyone else is heavily linked to players. Liverpool don't have any concrete links to an individual player that I could put on the piece of paper. So I didn't put a player on there.
Milner
If
signed
you
a
can
new
tell-
contract.
Now, Hussam, this is your opportunity to tell
Just
me.
leave me alone, man.
Hussam, this is your opportunity to tell me who Liverpool are actually linked to that they could get over the line. I'm not trying to throw shots. This was not a dig. I was
Adam
literally
Ramsey.
just
It was
saying
factual.
my-
New signing,
The
Jordan
funniest
Henderson
jokes are
documentary.
factual.
Callum Ramsey just signed. for 10 million. I'm sure that's an.
Hussam, tell me who you're
They
actually
did,
linked
they
to.
did, yeah,
Serious links.
Listen, we're not linked to anyone. Our transfer window's done. It's just how it goes. When Paul Joyce says it, usually it's true. So we're probably not going to sign anyone, and we're probably not going to win the league either. We're not going to win the Champions League. We're not going to improve on the midfield. So listen, I've been attacked by my Liverpool fan base. I tried to warn you guys. I told you this side of me is going to come out. I told you this is the issue I deal with every summer transfer window. You thought I was joking, and here we are. And now you see the same emotional speeches from every single Liverpool fan. Oh, trust in Klopp, trust in FSG, trust in this, trust in that. Listen, we need signings. We need a midfielder, or we don't win the league. It's as simple as that. If we sign a midfielder, I'll come on here, I'll speak with my chest. If we don't, then I will literally concede the league title before the league's even started. So there's no point
to do that, bro. We don't need you to do that. It's fine. We got it anyway.
Dabs, this is the Liverpool section.
I know it's
Can I
relevant
speak?
though. It's relevant.
Can I speak for 45 seconds?
Please carry on.
Just
Please carry on. Please carry on.
Let me
Have you got enough?
moment.
Have you got enough news to talk about for 45 seconds?
Can you respond to this?
There's always enough to talk about with Liverpool. We're relevant enough, unlike your club. Anyway, so Igal, as I was saying, when it comes to Liverpool FC, I think we're not going to sign a midfielder like as Paul Joyce has said, unless we're using that whole thing as some sort of smoke screen to get like cheaper players or some shit, which I doubt we are. So I think we're not going to sign anyone. And I've seen this movie before, this next summer shit. We've seen it for the last 3 summers. It's nothing new. So next summer, they're going to tell us, oh, this guy is going to be replaced next summer. This guy is going to be replaced next summer. And, you know, there's a guy who tweeted something, and I like sort of responded to him by saying this is the most accurate tweet of the day. And I just want to read it out. And it sort of just like shows the frustration of fans like me who actually understand what's going on and don't just regurgitate the same 3 lines every time they go on YouTube or on a space. It's never... This is what he says. Big up to Sean. It's never Liverpool believe they have addressed all their needs heading into a big season. It's always Liverpool want to do this next summer. Is there any wonder why we nearly win everything? It's like we leave one ingredient out of a perfect recipe. And I sort of made like an analogy on a space once before. And this is the analogy I look at. Liverpool are like a team with a body of a Ferrari, a engine of a BMW, and a wheels of a Ford. Next summer, we're going to have the body of a BMW, the motor of a BMW, and the wheels of a Kia. The summer after that, we're going to have the wheels of a BMW, the body of a Kia, and a motor of a BMW. It's like you just take one shit out and fix it. The other shit's no longer fixed. And here we are, man. And listen, I'm not going to bet against my team or speak against my team or whatever, but genuinely speaking, we don't sign a midfielder, we're not going to win the league. It's as simple as that.
How do you feel about Darwin Nunez and Mane leaving, bro?
I feel like shit, bro. I'm not. This transfer window is just been so frustrating from the start. You know, it's just been annoying. I don't want to talk negatively about Nunez. He's a Liverpool player now, so whatever. Tomato.
No, Hussam, man, we gotta hear your honest opinion on him. I honestly want to hear your honest opinion on him as a player.
Go to Little Football, watch my previous videos. So.
By the way,
I think with Darwin Nunez, people have already started like overdoing it in my fan base.
Yeah, he did it
for him.
Yo,
For him, talking up.
Yeah. Who's gonna score more goals, Nunez or Haaland, and blah blah blah? Like, I don't like that shit.
I must admit with you though, it is a certain part of your fan base. It is.
No, but Haaland's proven. Nunez is not yet proven. This is gonna take a bit.
Here said
so I don't like adding the extra pressure.
Bro,
agreed.
Muhsin here said Eddie Nketiah is a better player than Darwin Nunez on my channel. I literally lost my mind.
But Muhsin does no ball. It's normal. That's just
you know what? So. You know what? There's one thing you have to take into consideration with this, and this is where
Eddie Nketiah got the number 14 shirt. Embarrassing, but
this is the one thing I feel we have to take into consideration with Darwin Nunez. Yeah, and me coming out defending Klopp. I'll say Klopp, not Liverpool. I'm defending Klopp. Is everyone always tells us that Klopp rarely gets it wrong with his signings, yeah? Right? And I agree. Generally, he's very good. His scouting system is elite, right? Now, to go and get that board to spend that amount of money, yeah, Klopp must have, I would hope, yeah. I don't think Klopp's going to rush out. When people say it's Liverpool rushing out and, you know, trying to go, well, you got Haaland. I don't think Klopp would do that. I think Klopp must have looked at him And Klopp must see attributes that he believes he can fuck with, right? And that's me being honest. Look, if I'm wrong, it's even better. I hope I'm wrong. But being an honest, I'll be honest. I hate Liverpool, but I rate Klopp. And I think Klopp must have done some sort of investigating and thought, you know what, he is. Otherwise, look, Liverpool's board, are not going to go and give him 80 million to throw on. Like, come on.
The thing with this,
hilarious.
Very true. This is very true. No, and that is true. They got done for it. They got literally.
Klopp has turned some players into good players, but let's not act like his talent ID doesn't miss sometime, bro.
Man City, Liverpool took your scouting system.
They hacked it. They've been to court and been found guilty of it.
Come on, man, stop
what?
it.
Fucking
they
shame.
didn't hack the system. Let me tell you the real story.
The comment came up. I'm just backing the comment, and if you disagree,
let me tell you the real story. The real story is as follows. There used to be a guy who used to work for Man City scouting department, and then Liverpool went and got him. Before he came to Liverpool, he uploaded all the information on a flash drive and took it to his way to Liverpool. So that's what happened. They didn't hack the system as in hack it, like, you know.
But they had to.
Well, it still counts.
Yeah, it's been to court conversation in that. Yeah,
Yo, guys,
it doesn't matter. We don't sign anyone anyway. Who gives a fuck?
Let's go to George quickly. George, what are you saying?
Yeah, so Darwin Nunez, not a good player, man. 100 million or whatever it was, 80 million pounds, 100 million euros. It's way overpriced. As Hussam said, he has some, or Dap said, he has some good attributes. I think he's got some good movement. He finds himself in good positions. If Liverpool are going to create a lot of chances, he'll score goals. But he's a poor finisher. He's got a horrible first touch. His decision making at times is poor. He's selfish at times. He reminds me of Salah and Mane, but a lot more raw than them. So he has a lot of growth to do. I think the one thing that they have, I'm not a Salah fan now.
Did you write this down? Because it looks like you kind of like you wrote this down, ready for the speech. You'd be waiting for this one.
It's the battle of the weird.
No, this is all off the dome, bro. I don't need to prepare or write things down. I don't know if that's how you do things, but we don't do that over here. This is normal.
I know, sometimes got you. Maybe
this is normal, but
George coming with that Spaces energy. Let's go.
But. No, bro, I've seen. You don't need to watch thousands of games of the guy to see what he's good at and what he isn't. I've seen enough highlights of him. I've seen a few games he's played in the Champions League. I ain't watched Portuguese division of him. I ain't gonna start rubbishing on about that. But if you look at the stats, it shows that he's a poor finisher and all these things. You can find that all online, but. He's not gonna. I don't think he's gonna fit into the system straight away. The advantage they have is they have Jota there, who, if things aren't working out for him,
poor finisher. Did you just say?
He's not. Yeah, he's not a good finisher. He's not.
Nah, that's not true. He has a higher conversion rate than Lewandowski, Haaland, Benzema, Lautaro Martinez.
You'll see. You're going to see.
Nah, but we're talking strictly finishing here. As a finisher, he's clinical.
This season, he is clinical. This season, let me be clear.
But that's the comparison we're talking about. I'm not interested in him 2 years ago.
Guys, we have a couple.
Just in terms of clinicalness, George. But all the other shit, the others do better than him.
We have a couple more minutes to spend on Liverpool, but I'm just gonna Bice. What do you?
We don't need to. We can skip it. Let's go to Arsenal. More interesting.
Bice, what do you think? Man United is next, by the way. Bice, what do you think? You think they're gonna miss Mane?
No one gives a fuck about Man United. They just made their 17th bid for Frank De Jong. What's there to talk about?
Oh, shut up! Shut up, man. Oh, who cares, man? Go hack some more systems and shit, bro. Fuck off.
Stop shouting.
Talk on it.
What a Premier League for Manchester United.
Liverpool are boring. You're boring. Shut up.
Yeah, I said you.
No, I don't mean you in particular. I'm talking about
United just get rejected all around.
Shut up, man. You don't get on my nerves, bro. I don't mean you, by the way, who said Liverpool are boring to talk about. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I know I ain't boring.
If you don't
you're very boring.
If you don't want to talk about United, you don't have to. But
I'm not gonna.
I'll talk on United all day long.
Okay.
No, you won't.
Bice, finally.
I'm a humble young man.
Bice, do you feel like Liverpool have improved this window?
No, they have.
Do you think they stay the same?
They have not.
They've regressed.
You have players going out and you need to replace them in key areas. You still haven't replaced Gino Wijnaldum. You're looking at other midfielders that they have to bring in. That's my pops in the back. But
the pops. Happy Father's Day, pops.
Thank you, man. Do appreciate it.
Yes. So
Big up, big up.
It's one of them things where they have to get stronger in midfield, especially if they don't get stronger in midfield. It's looking very, very peak for Liverpool next season. Like, you can't expect Harvey Elliott to do a big man's job in there. You can't. Naby Keita has shown that he's still kind of, you know what I mean, he hasn't found himself in that system. So when you look at it, you're looking at essentially Thiago, who's always injured, unfortunately. I'm not saying it. He has to stay fit. And then when you're looking at Henderson and Milner, come on, man. We all know Milner doesn't work out. It doesn't work out.
Okay. We're going to move on from Liverpool now, and we're going to go on to the second last one of the day. The second last one of the day, which is...
Vice, did she DM you the thing that I asked you? Or
Sir.
This is a wrong platform. Anyway, go on, Young. Who do we want to move on to?
Yeah. You guys
Shit's
forgot
on
where
that
you were
bird
for
of
a
yours.
second. Anyways, let me just show you guys what we're talking about for United. This is what's happening at United. United, you're seeing a lot of peace signs, and you're seeing the situation.
Sorry, what? Hey, Gal, can you go big screen and explain to me what the peace sign means?
Okay, the players that are leaving, outgoings. So Paul Pogba saying peace. You got Nemanja Matic, Cavani, Lingard, Mata, and the situation with Timber. If you guys haven't heard, Timber has been told by Van Gaal that if he needs to play regularly, and if he goes to Manchester United, he might not be guaranteed regular minutes, and if that happens, he's not guaranteed to play at the World Cup. So
he said he will not play at the World Cup. Not guaranteed. He said he will not play at the World Cup if he goes to Manchester United.
There you go. So that was a power move by the former Manchester United manager. The Anthony deal is still ongoing, and Frankie de Jong, personal terms have been agreed. Barcelona have had a situation with him, but Fabrizio Romano has just given us an update on Manchester United before we went live. So I'm just going to show you guys that right now. It's the
update that Man United and Ten Hag is struggling to sign players that believe in his system.
Basically, they have submitted a bid for Frankie de Jong, and it's been turned down. The bid for Frankie de Jong, they've entered a bid. The opening bid has been turned down. It's around 60 million euros. I think they want more than that. They want like 70 million euros, if I'm not mistaken. Kaz, maybe you can give us more information, but let us know how you're feeling about the window. And also, what the hell happened yesterday?
Slow mode.
And you got people to block as well.
Slow mode.
Okay. If you don't know,
they're doing that, but we need slow mode.
If you don't know, Manchester United yesterday absolutely went into chaos. The fan base went into an uproar.
Yeah, Richard Arnold.
What happened, bro?
Basically, so I think it was Richard Arnold, if I'm correct. He got there was a group of fans ready to go protest outside his house. He said, "Fuck that! I'm gonna go down there and go to his local pub that he goes to and address the situation." Whether or not this is true, whether it's actually fake or whatever, he knew there was gonna be a camera on him. Come on. If you're going to go down there and you're big as you are, you took over Ed Woodward's job and so forth, you know there's going to be a camera on you. So you're going to say the right things at the end of the day. We're not stupid, but at the same time, I do believe what he's saying as well. Maybe not the correct figure, but I do believe there's some truth to it. And I feel like it's a boring window for Man United at the moment. And only because we're waiting. Anyways. He's actually getting on my nerves. He's actually rattling.
That's what he's good at, man. That is what he's elite at.
This is actually important information because I didn't know why Manchester United fans were...
You thought I wasn't going to get you back?
I tweeted AK.
Love you, Sam.
1 second. I tweeted AK, this guy exposed your club. But then when I found out, Manchester United fans are going crazy for no reason.
It's the statement. We're waiting on the statement signing, which is De Jong. That's it. I feel like I do feel like there's been talks for other players, and they're not going to get announced, or nothing's going to get announced because the sole focus is strictly on De Jong and getting it over the line, and that's about it. There's nothing more to it. I feel like he'll get wrapped up. I feel like that deal will get wrapped up whether he comes or not next week. I feel like Laurie Whitwell, if anyone knows about him, he has all the inside information when it comes to Manchester United. And he said,
"I'm on United just now. I've seen apparently you're signing a forward, a 23-year-old called Evan Nilsson from Porto."
I'm not. Never
big news.
I don't know who that is, but then we can say the same things about other players we never heard of. Do you get what I mean? So
no, I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just saying that's all.
I don't know who he is, but you heard that. I don't know. But on that, what was I just saying about with the signings and everything? Yeah, is what it is. It's just inshallah, isn't it? That's it. All I can say about Man United
Vibes and
signing.
inshallah.
Basically, yeah. And Richard Arnold also said that a couple of the players that were the leaks have also exited the club as well. That they've been getting rid of.
But apparently, yeah, most of the conversation was recorded, right? But conveniently, the bits that the media are focusing on weren't recorded. So like the media was saying, oh, and he said that, yeah, well, the leaks, Jesse Lingard and Pogba aren't here anymore. But conveniently, that's the one bit. I don't think
Pogba was the leak. I think
that's what I agree with you. But I'm telling you what the media was saying. The media was saying that he actually named Lingard and Pogba.
Can I ask you guys two questions? One, is there a problem with these fans pulling up to the guy's house and doing this?
That's a big problem.
Well, yeah,
kind of
big problem. Big problem.
Mad. If
he's probably got kids. That's a massive problem. Are you mad?
And number two,
crazy.
And number two, Manchester United doing their business slow. Should fans be losing their absolute mind like this?
No. Look, Man United have never really done business fast. As of recently, I can't talk of the whole history.
That's why it's an issue, and that's
they've
why
always
it's an
been
issue.
slow, and they always drag out negotiations for a player. It takes like a month to get a deal done because they're just
you're right on that. But on their gal's actual original question, Man United have fans have every fucking right to go crazy on this, but they don't have no right to go pull up to a man's yard because things are not going well at a fucking football team. Do you know what I mean? That's just not on. And you know, Laurie Whitwell's got all the inside information as well. Like, so anyone is looking for inside information on Manchester United, look out for Laurie Whitwell. He will give you everything you need to obviously read upon. And it's pretty much more truth.
Sounds like so the guy that went to the pub with
honestly,
the fans.
we could be here all day talking about United.
Richard Arnold's our executive, so yeah.
We could be here all day talking about United, but they really don't have any other transfer news that is.
No, they do actually, guys. We actually do. We do.
Frankie de Jong. So let's get back onto the Frankie de Jong thing.
So the Frankie de Jong thing will get wrapped up more or less next week, whether he's coming or not. I think because this is what I'm going to say on Laurie Whitwell, he actually mentioned that Ten Hag is getting frustrated with Man United not getting these signings done. He wants his man, and he wants him now because he wants to get on with pre-season because it's an integral part of the season for any team, and anybody knows this. He's just showing a bit of authority, and then he's just saying, you need to get this done now. And that's why Man United fans are outraged at that as well. Second of all, there are more targets. It looks like we actually are looking at left back because we're relinked again with Malacia from Feyenoord, and David Raum from Hoffenheim. And that guy is a baller if anyone watches him for Germany as well. I would like one at either, and they're not too much money. So we are linked with those two. But anything else that's concrete, the Anthony thing, and the last one that I know you're going to mention is Timber. Apparently, with Louis Van Gaal, I know you're going to find it funny. He said, if you go there, if you don't want to come because of that sole reason, then don't come, bro. I don't want that sort of mentality at United. Oh, I don't know. If he said this, then I can't do it. Believe in your shit. If you don't believe in your shit, then don't come in it. Simple as that. Do your thing at Ajax.
Believe in your manager.
But the thing is though, he also has the risk.
Do your thing. Let me do my thing. But
the thing is, what he needs to understand, if it's true or not, he might not perform at Ajax next season. He might have a shit season, and then your season for the World Cup is done. So good luck on that one. Good luck on that one, and good riddance.
New manager at Ajax is a valid point.
Do you guys want to move on to Arsenal now, or anybody want to say anything on Man United?
Can I just say on United real quick? Just quick on United. That's Cass just pretty much summed it up, and that's why when George says United shouldn't be worried because other seasons they've got business done late. But things are supposed to be changing at Man United. They're supposed to have a new manager who's joined them because things are changing there. And like Cass just said, apparently Ten Hag's getting frustrated. Rightly so. He's got to bring in and implement a whole new system at that football club. And right now, he's got less players than he did last season. And he hadn't got none of his lieutenants around him. And also, I do think it's a bit of a situation that, look, Ten Hag, the relationship he has with some of these Dutch players, right? He should be able to snap them up like that. Shouldn't be long. No convincing. Yeah. And the fact that he's even struggling to convince man that apparently believe in him is really worrying about Man United because they might. I get it, Ten Hag,
Manchester United than on Ten Hag though. But one thing I want to say about United, like you got a manager that when players are going to come, the profile he's going for. At least there's some clear direction with the type of signings that he wants to make, which is a good thing for United. However, it's just like Man United have put themselves, and just like Arsenal, in a position where you don't just look at the history of the club anymore and what they did do. You're looking at what they've been doing over the last couple of seasons. And especially with how the fan base has treated players over the last couple of seasons. You can't blame players for not wanting to come. So
we ruin careers, bro. We ruin careers. I'm not joking. We ruin careers. And that is facts.
Chelsea
And
as
you
well,
know what? Any Man United fan in here, like I know I'm not gonna please everyone with my opinions on my own fan, like for my own club. And to be frank, I'm not gonna be one of those guys. I'm not gonna be one of those guys. I'm gonna sit here and praise everything just for what the guys want to hear in the comments. You know what I mean? I'm just talking some sense. Anyone that says about like, because I was obviously twerking for Tottenham earlier or so forth and talking some sense, like what kind of man, bro? You lot told me now, yeah. Like, this is not me being rattled, by the way. You told me how I'd be shameless in this situation. Well, in this chat here right now, we finished 6th and we got nothing to actually... Bro, what am I going to keep putting up? 2011? Or when we beat Tottenham 3-0 this season? Who cares?
It's probably better if we just move on. So big up to everybody in the chat. We're going to now move on to the final portion of the show. AK, if you want to jump on, or Hussam, wherever you guys are, I don't know where they went, but if you guys want to jump on, I know you guys love digging out United, not United, Arsenal. So if you want to jump on, you can still do that. So we signed Marquinhos, an unknown youth academy player from Brazil. Fábio Vieira, the deal is done and dusted. Jesus. It's been reported from Brazilian people that Gabriel Jesus is pretty much an Arsenal player, and he will be coming to Arsenal. Personal terms.
Jose Enrique said it as well.
Yeah, personal terms have been agreed, and basically we're going to be paying £50 million for Gabriel Jesus to Man City. Today, a couple of days ago, we had a bid rejected for £30 million for Lisandro Martinez. He's an Argentinian international who plays for Ajax. He can play as a DM, left back, and center back. Youri Tielemans' deal, is it on, is it off? We're hearing mixed reports. Some reports saying that he could be working on a new contract with Leicester. Some reports saying that the deal is still on and it will go for around 25 to 30 million pounds. Raphinha to Barcelona to somewhere else is linked to everywhere, but 50 million pounds. Arsenal are considering going in heavily for Raphinha as another marquee signing this window. And yeah, so this is the situation right now at Arsenal. We've given Eddie Nketiah a new deal and the number 14 shirt. Just to let you guys know, there's the graphics for Egal's segment of the portion, so let's get it going.
Go on, Egal, show us the graph.
Graphics with Egal, let's do this.
See what we're going on. Ooh. It's lovely.
There you go. So let's talk about it.
How sweet, Nketiah.
Eddie Nketiah got the number 14 shirt.
Eddie Nketiah, bro.
Arsenal are going to give the number 9 shirt to Gabriel Jesus, and we seem to be doing a lot of business and working on a lot of business at this moment in time, as you guys see in that thing. Outgoings, I can't really lie. We can't talk about outgoings right now because we don't know what's happening with outgoings. But with all of this, guys, talk to me. How you feeling? George disappeared. Are you there?
Can I go first? Can I go first on this one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Listen, man. I'm not going to act like I'm some expert on Vieira, but he seems to be a good player. He seems to be a good player. It pisses me off to say so. You know what I mean? It pisses me off because I hate Arsenal, bro. I hate you guys so much, but you're doing good business. My only concern would be what happens with some of those players that were on loan that you guys need to get rid of. Lucas Torreira, is he still on your books? I believe so.
Lucas Torreira, yes, he is.
Yeah, still on your books. Excellent defensive midfielder, but we know Arteta doesn't like him. So that's a concern there. Matteo Guendouzi, is he sold or still on your books? Supposed to be still on your books.
Matteo Guendouzi has been sold, just to let you know, for 10 million.
Serious?
So, what?
Yeah.
Really? When?
10 million.
When?
This was a couple weeks ago. This was in January. They agreed to do the option to buy because we were just trying to get rid of him. If you guys don't know,
his attitude and Arteta wanted was just a big, you know what I'm saying? But hey, I mean, you guys have a solid squad. You have a solid base. I think what you guys need to do though, if you're getting Raphinha, you need to offload Nicolas Pepe. That's too much. You know what I'm saying?
He's at Barcelona apparently though. Have you not seen?
Yeah, no, but But at the same time, like, if it's an option, you have to get rid of that glaring hole on the right-hand side. Like, Nicolas Pepe,
You're right.
as talented as a footballer he's not really getting the opportunity at Arsenal, and you guys need to get that wage bill off, man. And you guys need a striker as well. Gabriel Jesus, I heard it suits what Arteta wants to do. So, I mean, everybody's looking to have a good window except Chelsea.
Don't make me bring out the graphics, because Gabriel Jesus, I'm telling you, he's disrespected, bro. He's disrespected.
I know. Listen, I respect him, bro. I've been rating this kid since he was wearing number 33, and they had Nolito in the 9, which never made any sense at Manchester City.
Not for long, bro. Hold on. Nolito did not play for long. That's not fair.
Look at the context. Look at the context, guys. When he starts,
hold on. He played like 3 games or something, bro.
Guys, let me tell you what this graphic is. When he starts, look at the numbers he puts up in comparison to when he comes off the bench. So it just goes to show you why we have this.
I don't think those stats do him justice, though, at the same time.
Yeah, they don't. Because they really don't, bro. Remember, he was benching Aguero at one point.
Daps is the best person to talk to anybody here and in the comments about Jesus, unless you're also a City fan. What else he brings? His link-up play, his pressing, what he first does, his runs.
Daps went from Fred and Joe up top. He went from Fred and Joe up top to Haaland, bro.
Now, listen, Jesus I've spoken on Jesus so many times. I've been Jesus's biggest fan. City, you know what? There's some City fans that have wavered with him. I've known what he's about from day one. His runs, his intelligent runs, they leave space. It's menacing. Look, Pep leaves him out and plays him in certain games to make sure he's there for the big games against teams like Liverpool. Because if you want someone that's going to, for the first 65, not stop running, one of the best. Look, Mane and Mane, I rate for his pressing from the front, and Bobby Firmino. Jesus is another one. He brings so much, and he's professional. 5 years at City, young Brazilian, not always in the team, but never complains. He's a great signing, and I think the reason City have let him go is because of that. Like he's given his time or whatever. I wish him the best of luck. Sad to see him go, but at the same time, I get it. So, but listen, it's a perfect segment. I need to jump off now because I need to go and do a Love Island watch along. Anyone that's into Love Island, Matisse's Twitch. Catch me and Matisse there in
big up, bro.
And thanks for having me on, Miguel. And
no worries.
Bless, man.
We're gonna
and people get the likes up. Sorry, 6 more likes. Get the likes up to 120 at least before the show ends.
George, what are you saying?
Yeah, so as I've said quite a few times, I think Gabriel Jesus, he adds to Arsenal. He makes your team better, but I'm not a big fan of him for the price tag that you guys are going to be paying. For 50 million, it's just a lot of money for a player that isn't a proven goal scorer. He's had 2 seasons above 10 goals in a team that is the most prolific team and the best chance-creating team in the Premier League and have been his whole time there. I'm not going to try and say that some of the qualities that Daps didn't said about him were very true. Pressing wise, one of the best pressers for a striker in the Premier League. He has some qualities that Arsenal need, but I'm not a big fan of him as a signing.
He's probably not getting you 25 goals a season or even 20.
I don't think he's going to get you 20. I think he'll score maybe 11, 12 goals, and you'll need players to chip in from other places. And like you said, you're going to need a big improvement signing on wing. You're going to need Raphinha or another statement signing behind him in order to improve that team and improve the chance creation. Because right now, with Martinelli and ESR's option on his left wing, as well as just Saka, the option on right wing, and of course, Vieira coming in. I know he plays in one of those positions.
Missing a speed demon, man.
If you're looking to go Champions League, you just need better than that. That's what it is. And I see someone say I've got high standards. It's not high standards. I just know that the level that Arsenal need to be at is not signing the likes of Jesus as your main striker. We have a 25 goal season.
I would disagree. I think. Can I just say one thing, guys? Let me paint this scenario for you. Gabriel Jesus is in a team similar to how Alexis Sanchez was in a team that has so much quality around him that he as an individual never really gets the opportunity to shine week in, week out, and to show that he's the main man. Where at Arsenal, he'll be given that opportunity, and he raises the level of quality in our team to a level where we now can compete a lot more in that final third. We had a striker, guys, who couldn't run, and we had another striker who couldn't link up play. Now we have a person who can do both. It's a game changer for us. And the fact that we still have quality goal scorers on both sides, we just need more goals within the team. And if we can, instead of signing 2 strikers, So Gabriel Jesus is a backup at Arsenal, which makes no sense. We get a winger who can get us 20 plus goals all comps. That improves our team much more.
And Gabriel Martinelli that can now get rotation, not just on the left, but through the middle for certain games.
There you
So
go.
I think it provides a good thing. And remember, this guy
And Saka
can
gets the
easily
rest.
he can get you between 12 and 16 goals. I think between 12 and 16, you know what I mean? That's fair as your main man, first season. And he can get to between like 5 to 8 assists. So I'm seeing where you have some rotation.
Is that good enough to take them top 4, guys?
I was going to ask that.
Yes, I think so. With the other side, you're talking about with the. Sorry, Gal.
So.
One sec. With the other signings as well, like Lisandro, Martinez, potentially them kind of signings, or just ones they're currently going to get now, or
the
are they
ones
currently got?
Jesus.
If we're talking about Jesus, we're talking about Jesus, Martinez, and stuff. Arteta's ceilings is limited. Everyone knows this. But can that squad, if they do get that squad, I don't see why not. Because if we're talking about Chelsea right now, Chelsea are in the mud because they got no signings. Man United don't even get us into question.
Get all this done, guys, if we get
that's
all
what I'm
this
saying.
done, definitely can.
Yeah. But for the reasoning, Chelsea, like as you know, Bice, you'd be the first one to say as well. They got nothing. They got no signings yet. So currently, we can't put Chelsea into that top 4 equation. Like it's simple as that. Lukaku's going, so we can't put them into top 4 equation yet. We're talking about top 4, bro. Top 4.
Chelsea were in top 4 this season.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Man United was second, and see where we finished. It don't matter, bro.
If you guys would agree, yeah, Chelsea, Manchester United, and Tottenham. 3rd is our ceiling next year. Like that's the highest we can get.
Right now, yeah.
I think Tottenham's ceiling's higher, as Hussam said.
Yeah,
I think so. I think so too.
3rd and 4th. So I'm looking at a top 4 scrap next year.
That's what I said. That's what I said. I said
Chelsea.
Bro,
since Chelsea won the league, we've never gotten over 76 points.
Wow, really? Crazy.
Yeah, like 66. When we finished in the Europa League space, we had 70 points. 66 last year, not this season, the season before. We got top 4 with 66 points. We have so I'm looking at, say we get to a couple more finals. We get, say, in the 80 point, between like 78 and 83 point range. That's improvement. So realistically, 3rd is my ceiling.
Okay, let me just stop there. I said at the beginning of end of last season, Chelsea would drop down into the top 4 race. It seems to be everyone now believes me that they've dropped down into the top 4 race.
Yeah,
that's
definitely, because every team's improving. Like Tottenham are spending, United are getting structure. Arsenal is building something I can't ignore.
I like Mo's point. Mo's point is he likes it when Chelsea are being underestimated because he prefers the odds against them.
It's probably better to be that way. It is probably best to be in that situation with current situations that are ongoing at Chelsea.
The thing is, when you paint it that way, you could also paint it the other way. Oh, everybody's against us. You could also paint it that way.
Yeah, but fuck Chelsea. So everyone can be against them. Fuck it.
Anyways, guys, I'm going to have to wrap it up. Kaz, Vice, George, big up to you guys for coming on, especially short notice. Everybody, all 3 of you guys have come on. Everyone else left me for dead. Where they at? I'm joking. But yo, guys, go follow Hussam, everybody on their socials. As you guys can see, everyone has their Twitter ads right there. Big up to all the people who submitted super chats. Cool Guy, Josh, we got Michael Ramsey, Dre the Great in the house, Eric Baker, and Wu-Tang Gambino, and all the mods and everybody in the chat throughout the whole show. Appreciate it. We've had consistently over 200 people throughout the whole show. Another banging show for today. And you guys have yourselves a wonderful day. Appreciate all the love, and we're out, people.